Hello everyone, I'm attorney Justin Lovely here with the Lovely Law Firm here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So when I first met Ken, and then when I joined PILMMA, and then later became a Mastermind, we were growing. We were essentially a two-person partnership, essentially a solo. We had one staff that I was paying $9 an hour. I can't believe she was even working for me for that back then. But we didn't have any money. I had some hustle and some grit, and I just needed some direction. We ran everything off spreadsheets. Looking back on it, pen and paper and spreadsheets. I don't know how we kept track of calls.
When I first met Justin, it was just him and his wife, Amy, down here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And the one thing I remember about Justin is he had a lot of determination, a lot of grit, but he just really didn't know where to start from.
We were a six-figure practice, signing a case here and there, nothing really consistent, nothing that I could count on as far as intake. But then started developing and using his systems and became a mastermind. The first thing he told me after we did our mastermind meeting was get a case management system, get an intake system. So because I was doing some marketing initiatives it was making the phone ring. So the phone was ringing, we just had to systemize everything and kind of work the kinks out with the growth.
So the thing I really liked about Justin was that he was a very astute marketer. He just needed some direction. And the deal is he probably would have been very successful whether he met me or not. But I think PILMMA and our program really sped up the process for Justin and his wife. Now there's one thing about Justin, he's an implementer. I mean, of all the lawyers that I've had in masterminds, this boy gets it done. I mean, every time he come back with 3 or 4 things done, and I told my wife, I said, this boy is going places because he gets things done.
We've got several staff. We have myself, my partner Amy. We have an associate who handles a lot of our injury cases and our overflow criminal, and we're actively hiring some litigation associates. We've also developed partnerships with other firms that we've met through PILMMA who help us with some cases that we knew that we were getting the calls for, but maybe we didn't want to handle per se in-house. And all those different relationships and things that we've leveraged has helped us grow. About that point in time, we were in the Mastermind program meeting with other people and sharing ideas, what's working, what's not, with management, with marketing, with people, with clients, with everything. And that's the most valuable thing I've learned from Ken is the experience and the know-how from people who've already made these mistakes. So your mastermind members, they've already made the mistakes you're making. And so instead of me having to go through those growing pains and trial and error, when I tell them what I'm dealing with, they got the answer immediately because they've already been through it. And if they haven't, Ken has. I mean, Ken's grown 2 7-figure practices.
So the great thing about a mastermind, and Justin said it just perfectly, is that it's like a mini board of directors. And the thing I loved about him was he's a doer. And we'd go to the meetings and Justin would share and he had some insights and things he was trying, but then he would sit back and listen. And he would take these things back, and then the next time he come to the mastermind, he said, I got this, this, and this done. And that's what it takes to be successful. You've got to take action.
So we've grown our office. We have a consistent flow of leads, consistent signed cases, continually developing policies and procedures. We've got a 7-figure law firm. I'm trying to get to the 8-figure law firm now that he's got his next group up. I'm really glad with our growth, but when you grow, and this is what people don't understand, you're gonna have a whole nother set of challenges, and Ken's there and PILMMA's there to help you with those growing pains as well. So you're gonna learn things from Ken, but you're gonna learn what to do, but what you need to really listen to is what not to do, okay? That's very, very important. And one of the mistakes I was making early when I first met Ken is I was trying to go head to head with these big dogs on TV. Now I'm dealing with gorillas in the market who are spending $1 million in Myrtle Beach. Well, that was money that I was basically pissing away down the drain. That was gone. Because their message is just drowning me out. So when he pretty much told me, hey, track everything and reallocate that money to what is working. And so I said, wow, track? I mean, I wasn't tracking. I was just doing what probably most lawyers do, throw the spaghetti on the wall, see what sticks, hopes the phone ring. And when you track everything, hey, what's my cost per lead? What's my cost per case per marketing source? Then you realize, wow, I need to move this money here, move that money there, and lower your overall cost per case on your acquisition. And then next thing you know, 9 months down the road, when you're actually receiving these contingency fees, it's going to make a world of difference and you're going to be able to grow.
So Justin was just like many lawyers that I know. He just didn't know his numbers. And the deal was, once he learned those numbers and started tracking everything, he started reallocating his money, and he saw a rapid growth and predictability in the number of cases he was getting every month. And that, I think, probably was the biggest thing he gained from the masterminds the first year. Everybody gains something different, but this is like a very common error that most lawyers make, and it really did propel his law firm.
And when we get together for those 2 days in a closed door meeting, they're game changers. I make a list of things that I come back and immediately implement into my practice. And it's those little quarterly tweaks to your business that allow you to continually to grow and grow steadily and hopefully achieve your long-term goals, and whether that's to handle more cases, to have more intakes, to help more people, have more free time, or to exit, have a profitable exit at retirement. All those things are great nuggets that Ken's taught me. I just said to myself, I said, I'm not comfortable. I'm not happy with the business. I want to grow. I want to do something. And so I took action and I joined the Mastermind. Now at the time, was I worried about the financial commitment? Yes. But looking back on it, it's the best money I've ever spent. And I've got 10, 20-fold return on my money, easy. I'll continue to be a mastermind as long as Ken will have me. And I think anybody that's in our groups who have stayed and committed and say, hey, we're going to implement these actions that is working, they would all say the same thing.
You know, it's funny, it's just like Justin said. I mean, there's a law, it's the best money he ever spent. But most lawyers, their problem is they look at things like this, like masterminds, as an expense. But really it's investment in themselves, in their law firms, and in their law firms' futures, and actually in their family. Justin got that. And like he said, I mean, it's a 10, 20, 30-fold return on your investment every year if you take advantage of what's there.
If you're on the fence about joining, just give it a try. I think Ken gives you your money back if you're not happy with it. I think I know he usually runs a guarantee like that. I don't even second guess it now. I'm like, well, what's going on next? He has an event, I go, sign me up, let's do it. Because I know how much value I'm gonna get out of it. And you will too. Now you gotta be willing to do the work. I mean, you can't just say, hey, I wanna sign up for this organization and my firm's gonna change overnight. I mean, that's not gonna happen. You have to put in the work, and then you're slowly gonna get these incremental changes. You're gonna have some quick wins. You will have some quick wins. Over time, if you stick with the methodology that he teaches and his marketing know-how, your firm will grow, and you'll be so glad that you joined.
So everything Justin said is absolutely true. You know, my deal is I don't want your money if I'm not helping you. And everything that I do at PILMMA, every mastermind, I say, come to the first meeting. If you don't think it's a good fit, then we'll just give you your money back. No questions asked. Because my deal is I want to help lawyers. And if you don't think you're getting the help or you don't think you're getting your money's worth, then I don't deserve your money. So the thing I really like about Justin, he's very innovative and he's really good at online marketing. And he taught all our members in the masterminds different little things during the years. I told him once, and I mean it, he reminds me of myself when I was his age. I was always trying new things. Half of them didn't work, but the ones that did work, my gosh, they were great. And he's the same way. And I think that's got a lot to do with his success. He's not scared to try new things. So Justin's at the 7-figure level now, but I can guarantee you this. He's gonna be at the 8-figure in the next several years because he does what it takes.